I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, May 7th. May the 7th be with you, 2024. And this is episode number 787 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome in. And sorry for the delay. Got a call, getting ready to go. And then the wifey called, and normally she doesn't, but she needed something. And I don't normally have my phone on after probably like 12. So normally I have it silenced from 12 o'clock on because I don't like to be disturbed. I usually start show prep around noonish, depending on what I got going on for the day. The only one that I allow notifications from after 12 o'clock-ish is usually the wife. That's the only one. And I sometimes will check it, but that's the only one I get notices from. And so when she calls or she needs something, yeah, your boy answers the phone. I'm no dummy. All right, I'm no dipshit. So yeah, she called, had to take that call. So that's why I kicked on sitting on the corner doing dope and let that run. But here we are. We're good to go. Everything's fine. She just needed some info. And she's like, I normally wouldn't call. And I was like, I know, baby. We good. So we're good to go. And everything is fine. Fun show planned for you today. Got a guest for you in the house. Joining me in the third hour of the show, my buddy, my pal, Jacobe Calle is going to be here. This is such an interesting dude. I'm going to read you his bio. I said, send me a bio. Send me something about you that I can, kind of let the people know, what to expect. Because this dude is super interesting, and he's just like, if ever there was a guy that I knew that had a ton of layers like an onion, if ever there was a person I knew that was a vegetable, that's probably not the way to put it. If ever I knew a vegetable, I think maybe we need to phrase that differently. I know a vegetable. Homer Asses fan. Sir, thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. By the way, I did see in the chatty chat, the old chatty chat, the old good old chatty chat, did my eyes and ears, or my eyes deceive me? Did I see T-Mac in the house? What? T-Mac in the building. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Welcome back, T-Mac. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. AV smells like an onion. Okay. Hey, look at that. Total Dallas. Nice little logo you got there. Big Dolphins fan, Total Dallas is. Been about time you paid up on your bet, you big dumb dirty jerk. So yeah, this is what he sent over. Multidisciplinary comedian, wildlife conservationist, huge wildlife conservationist. Probably his biggest love and passion. Started his television career in 2006. He was shooting test pilots for Snoop Dogg. Crazy. That led to him writing comedy for basic cable television and staging skits for reality TV. He says skits, and I'll forgive him for that. During the time, he would open for Steve-O, performing stunts on the Do Not Try This at Home World Tour for Jackass. Jacob plays a role as Air Bear, the official mascot for the U.S. Air Guitar, who is known as the world's most dangerous mascot. After over a decade, he will be retiring Air Bear and will be performing his last show in Cleveland, Ohio in July for the U.S. Air Guitar Championships. While not being a jackass, Jacob travels the world interviewing animal conservationists and their work protecting endangered local wildlife. Currently, he has built a relationship with active rhino poachers in Africa to study the mind of a poacher and how a rhino is killed. This data that he's collecting will be an anthropological documentary on poverty. Jacob's adventures has led him to a book that he's working on, filled with mishaps and adventures, called Memoirs of Nothing. In his free time, he practices magic, paints, collects art, frequents Olympia, Washington, and is a screenwriter. I think he wrote for Ridiculousness as well. And he does a bunch of shit. So we're going to get into it. This dude, he's a fascinating dude, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a hoot. And I don't throw that word around lightly. Okay, chap? I don't just go throwing around the word hoot. All right? I don't do that. So it's going to be a blast. Stick around for that. He's going to be joining me at 4 o'clock for the final hour of the show. Going to be a blast. Until then, oh boy, we got a bunch to cover. I did finally sit down and get to watch some Jet. What's up, Jet? Jet posting owls in the chat. Hoot. It's a hoot. I did get to sit down and watch some NBA. We'll talk about that. We have a Rookie of the Year. We're going to talk about that too. Excuse me. We've got a ton of stuff to get to. So fear not, my friends. A fun show planned ahead for you. What is this? What the heck? Oh, I was looking down. I feel like there's. Let me check my level real quick here. Hold on one second. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, okay. This sounds weird. What the heck? Oh, okay. This sounds weird. Okay, all good. Now it sounds all right. I'm hearing something in my ears. I don't know what the frick is going on. Every time I move this show from in here in the office to out there on the patio, which by the way, tomorrow we're back on the patio again. But every time I move out there and then come back, there's always something jacked up. I just need to come up with a way to just stay out on the patio and or just have a setup just for the patio. I would really love to just have a studio out there. Oh my God, that'd be so dope. Or just like move upstairs. Hey, what up, Jacob? Good to see you, cuh. What up, cuh? What up, cuh? Don't make me feel so gangster. I want to learn how to crip walk. If I'm being honest, somebody teach me how to crip walk. Teach me how to Dougie. That's the first thing I need to learn is how to Dougie. And then that's kind of like the progression. You got to learn how to crip walk before you can Running Man. Okay. I don't know. That was stupid. Donna said even in the middle of August. Well, I mean, we did one last year in August. Hey, what up, McLovin? Good to see you, buddy. I mean, we did one last year in August. I think Trey wore like leather pants last year in August. I was like, bro, what are you doing? It was hilarious because this last one that we did with Trey last week, he was like, I don't know why the hell I wore this jogging suit, bro. I'm hot as hell. I'm like, I don't know either. You must be getting old. Your old ass is getting old because he has never sweated like that before. He's always, I'm cold. So, all right, we're going to get into it. Total Dallas can teach you the Humpty dance. Did you just call Total Dallas Humpty Hump? Because I kind of see it a little bit. I see it a little bit. I kind of see it a little bit. All right. I've watched some of the roast of Tom Brady. I made a few notes. I'm not finished with it yet. Do you want me to wait until I'm finished? Oh, shit. We have a P. Randizzle sighting, ladies and gentlemen. My gird. I mean, I don't have GERD, but my GERD, we have a P. Randizzle sighting. What up, homie? Look at everybody's popping in to say what's up. It's good to see this. T-Mac is back. McLovin showed up. Jacob is in. P. Randizzle's here. Jet, we had been missing Jet for a while. I mean, this is fantastic. Eric Resendez is on the tubes. This is great. AJB's over there. Everybody on YouTube. Boy, YouTube's starting to... It's picking up over there. Come on now. Who's on YouTube? Eric Resendez, Total Dallas, Rudy Rod. Let's see, AJB, Jeff Bell, and Jacob. It's getting on fire over there. It's getting on fire. Your ferns are beautiful. Is that a euphemism, Donna? Are you complimenting his titties? Donna just told Patrick Randall that his ferns are beautiful. Hey, Patrick, I really like your ferns. Oh, P. Randizzle said, I'm here a lot. I just can't comment. Oh, gotcha. Okay. McLovin said, Barry, it's always great to see your goofy ass. Oh, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the compliment. I don't know. I don't do the shout outs anymore, and I kind of feel bad, but especially when we start a show super late, I feel like we're already under the gun because of the delay. Oh, B. Hannah said, I bet you can electric slide. Oh, bro. Come on. Electric slide, Harlem Shuffle, Cupid Shuffle. What other line dances can I do? Yes, I can do country line dances too. Thank you, McLovin. Don't think for 1 second that, I can't country line dance too. Yes, I can. All right, I'm a man of the people. You know what I mean? Like my dancing and it knows no boundaries. I know how to two-step. I know how to polka. What is the other ones? Two-step polka, waltz. Yeah. But I could also, I could do the wop. I can do the Cabbage Patch. I could do the Macarena. Yes. Oh, P. Randizzle. I had a bit about this. I've never done it on stage, but I wrote it. It is a 3-minute bit. Now, I want you to understand that, no, it's not 3 minutes. It's about 2 minutes. But I wrote a 2-minute bit about, see you later, Total Dallas. I got to fix that. I got to turn that off. Yeah, see you later. Oh, never mind. Oh, shit, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. Ladies and gentlemen, from the top rope. Emotional damage. Get out of here, Alex Villarner waiver. Damn, Total Dallas got in early. Top rope. He went Randy Macho Man Savage style, bitch. Wow. He was like, oh yeah, hold my stuff, Elizabeth. I'm gonna go and get him. Yeah. And then he put some wavy hands in the chat. Oh, bye-bye, Alex. And take that right there. Yeah. Oh, shit. Damn, Alex Villanueva just got Total Dallased by Total Dallas. Wow. This chat is like Inception today. That's crazy. So what did Alex do? Well, he went over to YouTube. There he is right there. Listen, that counts. You're allowed to do that. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, that's so funny. Now he just went over there. And so he's just hanging out with everybody. He's slumming it on the tubes. What the hell was I talking about? I don't even remember now. I think I was talking about line dancing or some bullshit. Something stupid. Okay, let's get into it. What? I got times out on YouTube too. Oh yeah, you can get timed out on YouTube. Yeah, you can. Donna will do it. But it's 2 separate platforms, so Thank you, Amos. You know what the problem is? The more I start thinking about the impressions, the worse they get. Because I'm like, am I doing it right? I don't know if this sounds okay. And then, yeah, If it just do them, then I'm all right. But it's like my Kermit the Frog. If you were around for those, the more I started thinking about it, the worse it got. Same thing. This is why I don't do impressions. Oh, I was telling you about my bit. So Patrick Randall said that his people, white people, our people, ruined the Macarena. I had a whole bit about things white people have ruined. Our people, white people. It's like a 2-minute bit. And I just made a list. And I literally just sit there and rattle off everything white people have ruined for 2 minutes. And I've never done it on stage, and I kind of want to do it just to make people uncomfortable. I mean, but that's not the point of stand-up comedy. It's to make people laugh. And I think it would be funny just because you rattle it off like I don't know. I want to get like a scroll and just read it. But yeah, I had a whole list. I think I have it somewhere. I wonder if I could find it. Uh-oh, somebody post a squirrel in the chat because here we go. I wonder if I have it. Now, I know, here's the thing. I know some of you are going to want to add to this, and I don't need your help. I know you're going to want to fix my joke. I don't need your help. Chances are I thought about what you're going to want to add to it, and I didn't like it. So please don't try to help the professional comedian 11 years into his career by fixing his joke and adding to it. Just sit back and enjoy the show, okay? Hey, doc, scoot over. I'll do the rest of the surgery for you. I don't need that. Just to listen to the joke and consume it. Don't start typing your shit in the chat. I assure you I don't give a fuck about what you have to add to this joke, okay? Just let me stop you there. And I know some of you are aghast right now. I can't believe he said that either. You were the asshole that was going to add to the joke. So what I just said was for you. The rest of you are cool. The rest of you that didn't get upset by that comment weren't going to add to the joke. But for those of you that were taken aback by what I just said, it was meant for you. Let's see, white people. I'll just search for white people in my notes. See what pops up. There's probably a lot of shit in there about white people. Here's a joke about white people don't want to be white. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, there's 3 different versions of that. All right. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, I think I've lost it. I think I moved it to another notebook. Yeah. Yep, I moved it to another notebook. T-Mac said, I want to be upset at a joke. Damn, I missed it. Yeah, too bad. Too bad. Too bad. It was a super long list. Yep. So I'll find it one day. You know what? I'm determined one day to just do the damn joke on stage. So maybe I'll record it and post it one day. It was a long list. I know. I remember Raise the Roof was on there. The Macarena was on there. NWA was on the list of things that white people have ruined. It was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of things that were on there. Yeah. So just know that it was hilarious. That's like a man explaining ovaries to me. Just don't. Yeah, that's a good point. And by the way, if you do need me to explain ovaries to you, Jet, just hit me up and Cisco said, don't give him instructions. Just put your head back and enjoy the road. Speaking of Cisco, did you get any yesterday? Share with us your sexual escapades on your birthday. I'm curious to know. Did you? No, I swear to God, Jacob, I'll start banning sons of bitches left and right. Jacob said it's time for everyone to give their version of the joke. Oh, for the love of God, Jacob. I'll turn this whole show. Well, that's the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for joining. Appreciate you guys being here. Come around next time. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye. I don't think so, bro. No, don't do that. That's how you get this show turned around real quick. Cisco said I was asleep by 9 o'clock last night. Oh my God, you're so old. Holy shit, Cisco. Would you turn 70 last night? I was asleep by 9. Well, we watched my stories and then, we went out and had some lubies. We celebrated with a couple of Werthers, and then we watched a couple of stories. I watched, we watched Matlock and a couple of Perry Masons, and then we stayed up late. I probably stayed up till like 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. Oh gosh, no, I was up by 4 a.m. I'm saying we stayed up till 6:30 at night. It was crazy. Old ass Cisco. I fell asleep with my dentures in. I woke up and they were under the pillow. It was like the tooth fairy came and left me a whole mouth. All right, this got weird. Let's get some sports headlines. Let's get this show started, assholes. Tony said, bingo worn out. Whoa, Lord, I am exhausted putting dots on this card. Hey, what up, Heartthrob? Jetson, I hope Jenny's mom isn't listening right now. He's just described. Has he been reading my diary? T-Mac, how do you know my nightly routine? Look at some of y'all are triggered right now. Oh my God. We do have some old ass people that watch this show. I love that I act so young. I'm gonna be 50 in about 2 weeks, but I love that I'm all high capping like I'm like I'm 20 up in this bitch. Hey, look at all these old people. Knowing damn well my pubic hair looks like Santa Claus's beard. Okay, that was super not. Mimi said, don't forget Wheel of Fortune. That too, Mimi. That too. Cisco said, I remember seeing the 1903 space movie starring Shania's mom. That's good times. Yeah, here's your sports headlines for the day. Yeah, B. Hannon. I'm so pissed about this. Sources are saying that wide receiver Tyler Boyd has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Tennessee Titans. Now, look, Hopkins and Ridley, I wanted to look it up. Excuse me. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a resurgence in maybe there's still some tread left with Nuke, right? I don't recall what exactly. I'm gonna look it up now. I want to see what he put up numbers wise, because I don't recall. He had 1,057 yards. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. B. Hannon said, who's throwing to him? Well, I mean, Will Levis is throwing to him. Well, Levis, he flashed some brilliance last year. He played in 9 games, 1,800 yards in those 9 games. Not great, not terrible. I'm going to tell you what, though. Titans had a good draft. I dare I say, they had a really good draft. I don't know if I would say it was great, but the Titans did some really good things in the draft. This is another really good move. They just got an A plus receiver. I don't know about A plus. They got an A minus, B plus receiver. They got really good. They got better. And that's not good. That doesn't bode well for the Texans and the AFC South. It's not good. Yeah, T-Mac said Levis can grip it and rip it. It's going to be a problem. At least Callan Hanna said, fuck them Titans when asked about the uniforms. Yeah. Yeah, if you saw my tweet, that was fantastic. I should find, let me go download that. Good call, Cisco. Good call. I could read it. Yeah, that was Hannah McNair's she got that dog in her. She definitely has that dog in her. Somebody, John McClane asked her about something. I'll find it and download it. I retweeted it. But Johnny Mac asked her about the unis. And she wasn't messing around. Let's see, each one her downloader. I also had promised you guys I would do a film sesh about something, and I couldn't remember for the life of me what it was, so I didn't download it. I couldn't remember. Well, maybe we'll do it Thursday, because I could not remember. Hold on. Oh, shit. Shush. Let's see. Whatever. Save. Close. Oh! Terrence, you the man, brother. The Jim Jones fight. All right, we got to do that Thursday. By the way, I do want to point out, I also told you guys to remind me, and nobody reminded me. So that's y'all's fail. I left 70 of you in charge of producing, and not a damn one of you did. I expect better out of you, chat. All right, so sources saying that, yeah, Tyler Boyd going to be a Tennessee Titan. What the frick? Hold on, let me pull this. Let me get this going right here. There we go. This is what the Titans offense did last year. Let's get over here. Hold on a dang second. I want to see stats. Regular season teams. Let's look up the passing offense for the Titans. Now, I do understand, and I hope you guys do as well, that half of this was, or I shouldn't say half, but a lot of this was Ryan Tannehill as well. So let's not, completely shit on this team. They had to deal with Ryan Tannehill for 10 games before they made the switch. And in those 10 games, he had, 1,600 yards and a 78 passer rating and 4 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. I mean, it was almost like they flipped the script, right? Levis had 9 games and went 8-4. Tannehill had 10 games and went 4-7. 4 titties, 7 inties. So, and Levis had a much higher rating. Pretty more efficient, 200 yards a game. There's still some improvement to be had here, right? So the Titans offense, passing offense, was bottom 5. So no doubt they're trying to improve. But Will Levis has a year or a half a year under his belt. They just gave him another weapon. So I expect this to be a lot better for them. And what was I going to look up? Yeah, let's see. Even with all that, I mean, Diop still finished 21st in the league in yards. Still got it done. I mean, touchdown wise, he's probably not going to be that high up simply because, well, I mean, they didn't throw that many to begin with. Well, they have 12 total, 12 passing touchdowns total. He didn't get all those. I'm sure he had 7. He had most of them. Shit. So 7 puts him tied for 18th in the league. I mean, it's not terrible. That puts him with Keenan Allen and Debo and A.J. Brown, Brandon Ayuk. I mean, Jamar Chase, Tank Dell. I mean, this could have been a lot worse on an offense that was meh. So a full season with Will Levis. You've added Tyler Boyd to the mix. This is going to be a better offense. They had a better draft. They got better on the O-line. The defense got better up front as well. So Titans are scarier. All right. I hate to admit it. But the Titans are scarier. That is a fact, folks. That is a fact. What the heck is going on here? Titans are like Tommy O. Martin. You ain't got no quarterback, man. Henry with 2 passing touchdowns. That is funny. Half as many as Tannehill. True. Trusting deckheads. That was your first mistake. Oh, very true, T-Mac. Very true. Why don't you just go back and look at your show? Why don't you shut up, poopy head, D-Mata? Jerk. Uh-oh, Jet said something. She got censored. Jet done got censored by Twitch. Uh-oh. Jet done talked some shit somewhere to somebody. I want to know what Jet said. Yo, now we got a Crystal sighting? Oh my God, the gang's all here. What up, Crystal? Good to see you, sweetie. Long time no see, my love. Glad to see you, girl. Hope things are going well. Thank you for joining us today. So the other news, the other big headline that I pulled up here, the Spurs Victor Wembanyama, I mean, no surprise, voted unanimous NBA. Oh, Jess said, fuck yeah. Voted unanimous. Tony said, feels like 2022. Oh yeah, on the show. Yeah, right? Everybody's actually here. Not everybody is, a band. It's okay. I'm good. Oh. What's up, Cece? Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama, unanimous NBA Rookie of the Year. Duh. There was never going to be anybody else. Chet Holmgren had a fantastic rookie year. Second year rookie Chet Holmgren had a fantastic year. What was the voting? I'm curious to see. Let's see. Maybe ESPN has the article. Oh, here we go. Excuse me, Chad. I done burped all up in your ear. All up in your ear hole. Unanimous Rookie of the Year in the last 40 years. The 6th unanimous Rookie of the Year for Wemby. Which, so it says named Rookie of the Year, garnering all 99 first place votes. Chet Holmgren, number 2 pick in the 2022 draft, came in second with 98 second place votes. Last season's number 2 pick, Charlotte's Brandon Miller, came in third. So it was the 6th unanimous Rookie of the Year, joining Ralph Sampson. What? In 84, David Robinson in 90, Blake Griffin in 2011, Dame Lillard 2013, Karl Anthony Towns in 2016. Also joins the Spurs' other 2 number 1 picks in Robinson and Duncan as winners of the award. Man, the Spurs are just printing Rookie of the Years. It's disgusting. It's just bleh. Come on. Well, good for them. I mean, yeah, good for them. Wemby wins Rookie of the Year. It was unanimous. It was magnanimous. Wemby got that Davis Mills neck thing going. I mean, the dude is 7'13". I mean, he's tall. He's 7 feet 13 inches. So what do you expect? Half of that is neck. Actually, up to his shoulder, he's 5'3". After that, it's all neck and head. Yeah. But here's what's interesting. Here's a interesting question, chat. I saw scrolling on Facebook. Because, when I'm on my Facebook pages, they just tend to suggest page after page after page. And it's like, okay, relax, Facebook. Jeez. And one of the pages that they suggested was like, I don't know, NBA UK or some crazy shit. I don't know what it was. But they did have a graphic up. And this was the graphic. Okay. And And this graphic, I'm going to pull it out of my ass. I'm going to pull it out of... where did it go? Son of a bitch. Okay. I lost the damn graphic. There we go. It was from, NBA UK. Yeah, here we go. So 1.3 billion views, or 1.3 video views on at NBA this season. The third most viewed player. Okay. Wemby had the third most views, trailing only LeBron James and Steph Curry. His number one most viewed rookie of all time on at NBA social media. Yeah. 247 million. That's how his dunk against the Celtics on December 31st is at NBA's second most viewed video of all time, with 247 million views. Number one, first French player to be named NBA Rookie of the Year. Number four, fourth best selling jersey globally, behind Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Jason Tatum. Plus 189%, the Spurs were the most watched team on NBA League Pass in France this season. If this ain't the most manufactured mamby-pamby bullshit. Amos said, why is 7'13" so funny to me? If this ain't the most manufactured mamby-pamby bullshit statistical load of crap I've ever seen on the internet in my whole stupid dumb life, I don't know what is. What a bunch of useless ass stats. How about we talk about the one stat that he failed at? How about we talk about wins? How many wins did all of this nonsense produce? How many wins did the man have? Anybody in the chat remember? Huh? 22. I got to make sure that was right. Yeah, 22. He said unconfidently. The man had 22 wins. But, oh man, he had the number one most viewed dunk by a Frenchman with a 4-foot neck. What are we doing? I mean, this is the most useless, worthless, dumbass graphic ever made. Just put that the man was Rookie of the Year and keep it moving. What kind of bullshit is this? Oh, really? The Spurs were the most watched team in France? You don't say. They've got a Frenchman on their team, and then he followed another Frenchman and Tony Parker. Wow. You know what is weird? Is that when the Rockets had Yao, they were the most watched team in China. This is crazy how this works. It's crazy. What are we doing? Yeah, Cisco, that's exactly right. Barry on Deck is the number one Twitch and YouTube show among subscribers to his Patreon. I'm just saying. I think we should do that, Cisco. Let's make a graphic like this Wemby graphic for the show. In honor of this stupid-ass Wemby graphic, I'll even do the pose for you, Cisco. Are you ready? Come on, buddy. I know you need graphics for the show. Here, I'm going to back up. Let me see the pose here. Let me see if I can get this right here. I think I nailed that. Here, let me move the microphone out of the way. By the way, don't make fun of me because I still have my house shoes on. Fuck y'all. Did you get that? Freeze that, Cisco, and then we'll make it. We're going to make a useless fucking... Cece said it looks like you were getting a blowjob. Well, fuck, it looks like he's getting a blowjob in this one, too. Oh, here we go with this bullshit. Now everybody's like, it looks like you can't get your zipper up. Well, what the fuck is he doing in this photo then? Everyone in this chat making fun of me, making fun of him can kiss my ass. Cece, I will. All right, that's it. All right, good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I hate this whole chat. Is it time to go yet? You guys ruin everything. I'm over here trying to have... It only looked painful because your mama did it, B. Hannon. All right, now see, you're making me lash out. You're making me lash out, and I don't want to be... Oh, have to suppress it. Don't. Shut up, Flip. Every time I stand up, Flip goes, skinny jeans sighting. These aren't even fucking skinny jeans, bro. Skip will say skinny jeans, or Flip will say skinny jeans sighting, even if I'm fucking wearing sweatpants. What are we doing, Flip? What the fuck are we doing? Do you just have this copied and pasted? It's a stupid ass stat. It really is stupid. It's sad and depressing that this is what the NBA UK has resorted to. It's dumb. So it's sad. It's dumb. McLovin said, those are regular jeans, dumbass. Yeah. Thank you, McLovin. Tell him. I ate these into skinny jeans. All right, dickhead. These were just jeans. I'm fat, asshole. These are not skinny jeans. I'm just fat. And they're tight. Dickhead. McLovin said, I wish I could time him out. Me too, McLovin. Me too. What a dick. You can time him out on YouTube. Get over there and let's time him out. That's good times. All right, so there you go. That was rather stupid of the NBA UK to post that. It's just sad. All right, is D-Mata still here? I have a bone to pick with D-Mata. Where's he at? D-Mata! Come to the front of the class, D-Mata. Eric said we can pay someone to do the timeout. Oh, no, we have mods over there that can do it, Eric. Look at Eric. Eric's like the Tanya Harding of YouTube over there. Just paying people to take others out at the knees and shit. Hey, go Nancy Kerrigan, Flip. Ow! D-Mata! Sir, what in the all-fired shit is going on with your sport, sir? What is going on? D-Mata, what is happening at F1? This is the menu prices. Holy shit, son. This is insane. This hit the interwebs and people lost their shit. And rightfully so, by the way. Rightfully so. If you didn't see this, this was the menu prices. You might have to zoom in. But this was the menu prices at F1 Miami. And I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to get a photo here that I can see. Oh, get out of here, dumbass. What? Go on, Google. Bite me, Google. What you're looking at. On the chilled side of things, a Maine lobster roll. Maine lobster rolls at an F1 Miami race, $280. Yeah. Yellowfin tuna. Hey, what up, Skiggity Big? Skiggity Big says, is that with or without the handy? Exactly, bro. If I'm paying $280 for a Maine lobster roll, it better come with property in Maine. It better be like, oh, by the way, here's your Maine lobster roll, and here's the deed to beachfront property in Maine to catch your next lobster for your next lobster roll. Yellowfin tuna poke. I don't even know what that is, but that sounds. U5 chilled prawn is $290. A fruit refresher is $190. A what? First of all, I don't even know what a fruit refresher is. That sounds like a. No, okay. Warmed stuff. I don't know if I want to have an empanada duo at a Formula One race. Coconut chicken, mango jalapeno salsa, Angus garlic beef, and ancho sauce. And I don't see the price for that. It's $170. Yeah. Steamed buns. Steamed buns. Grow up, chat. Okay? Grow up. Steamed buns will run you about $120. The F1 platter, $290. It includes an A1A sliders, secret sauce, ribeye quesadillas, chipotle sauce, crispy chicken tenders, and honey mustard. It better come with the farm that they raised all this shit on. That's a lot of money, bro. Like a lot of money. Amos said F1 is for the extremely rich, so this makes complete sense. I don't give a shit who is. D-Mon said these are the prices for the millionaires in the private party. That doesn't matter. There's no way you can convince me that a F1 platter of sliders, quesadillas, and chicken tenders should cost $290. I don't give a shit if it's a Jeff Bezos suite. There's no reason to charge $290. That is so stupid. It's crazy. Oh my God. And yeah, D-Mon said there's not the regular peasant prices. Still. How is that? I mean, this better be like just a goddamn mound of food. I mean, this just had better be like so much, like the whole. Oh yeah, this is for the whole suite or some shit. Because if this is just for one person, that's ridiculous. This is how you draw casuals. Can't wait to go next year. No, it's not. D-Mon said the private party tickets were around $5,000 a ticket. Again, though, why would it cost this much? And it's mind-boggling to me that rich people will be like, oh, okay, I'll pay $190 for a crispy wing board. Classic lemon pepper Thai chili dips. What? No, I'm not drinking water, McLovin. It's Diet Coke in this bitch. You don't see that brown shit coming up? I was drinking water for a while. I have some. This is like several days old. It probably has bacteria. Yep, smells like sewage. Yeah, it comes and goes, the water. I should be drinking more, but I'm not. I'm trying. It's a step in the right direction. I still drink more water than I used to, but not as much as I'm supposed to. How about that? I drink more than I used to, but not as much as I'm supposed to. So it's progress, right? It's better than none. Flip side, are they trying to attract investors? I don't know. But that's wild to me that anybody would pay that amount of money for food. I would like to know what the portion sizes are for this, because knowing rich people, the crispy wing board is like one wing. And it's like, oh, it's one wing and like a garnish of celery for $190. Yeah, the caviar, $400 for an ounce. This shit is crazy. And rich people are like, oh, what a steal. It doesn't, that's crazy to me. Because they always say, you don't get rich by just throwing money away. That's why, to me, this doesn't matter. Everyone in this chat is like, but it's rich people. You don't get rich by spending ridiculous money on shit that shouldn't cost ridiculous amounts of money. You never heard that? Like, you don't get rich by blowing money. Rich people get rich by being, money savvy. Well, $190 for crispy wings is not savvy. McLovin said, even if you're super rich, charging those prices is a joke. Wonder how much it costs to be able to sell food at the place. That's a good point, Skiggity Big. Maybe they just are getting gouged by F1. Maybe F1's like, well, in order to be a vendor here, in order to, sell food, you've got to, maybe their margins are just... I doubt it, though. That's why, I don't know. I would be curious. I'd be curious to know, what does Aramark make? Excuse me. When they have that deal with the Astros, for example, or the Rockets, and they're selling. Hey, what up, Joe Bro? Joe Bro said you get rich by selling $300 sandwiches. Yeah, you sure do. You sure do. I would be curious. Yeah, what kind of deal does, an Aramark have at the Astros game at Minute Maid? Where you go and you wait in line and you buy a $20 hot dog or a $15 hot dog and a $10 beer. You spend $25 on a beer and a hot dog. Probably more now, right? I'm guessing. I haven't been to an Astros game in a while. And I don't know. How much is a beer and a hot dog now? Let's see. Anybody know? Who's went to an Astros game lately? How much is a beer and a hot dog at an Astros game? As of May 23, a small beer at Minute Maid, home of the Houston Nationals, costs $7.50. A hot dog costs $6. Other concession prices, ain't nobody getting a small beer. Souvenir sodas, $8. Nachos are $13. Nachos are $13? Loaded fries with brisket and cheeses and picos, $14. Small sodas, $5.50. Can you imagine that? A small soda is $5.50. And that comes in a paper cup. $5.50 in a cup that you're throwing away. Not the souvenir cup that you leave with. It's just a cup that you throw away. So they're charging you $5.50 for a cup that costs a nickel and soda that costs 3 pennies. That's insane to me. I mean, it costs them, they have less than 10 cents in a small soda. And we're paying $5.50 as fans. I promise you that. That's crazy to me. That's just insane. Small beer $7.50. Wow. And a hot dog is $6. So $13.50 for a hot dog and a beer. And that was a year ago. So probably a little bit more now, I'm guessing, huh? Couple bucks more, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing prices went up a little bit. I'd say maybe closer to 15 now. It's a little less than I thought it would be. Plastic flask, $3 from Amazon. 3 for $7. CC knows. They went down and said 20-ounce draft beer plus taxes, $20. Oh my God! $1 an ounce for beer? Hot dog is sound. This is ridiculous. No, Amos, you don't get free refills. Not on the soda. You buy the souvenir cup and you get one free refill. At least they used to do that. If you buy the souvenir cup, that has a little sticker on it, and you go back and you're like, and then they peel the sticker off, and that's your free refill. But on the small ones, nope. Nope. Oh, Eric said I sent you Dynamo prices on X. Bet, homie. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. Eric has sent us Dynamo prices. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see here. Let's see. Here's Dynamo price. Oh my God. Popcorn is $8 for a popcorn. Bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. A popcorn is $8. So popcorn is $8. The souvenir popcorn is $13. Candy is $5.50. Cotton candy is $7.50. Peanuts are $6. A bottle of soda is $7.50. A bottle of water is $6. A premium beer is $12. And domestic beer is $11. Reminder, no cash payments. Tax not included. Wow. Yeah, Demon and Skiggity Big said, ever been to a movie? No, I don't go to movies. It's just crazy. Flip said, who buys popcorn? A lot of people buy popcorn, bro. Eric said Trillburger is $20 each. That's just that. I don't understand this, man. Like, what are we doing? What do we have to do as a society to revolt against this? The problem is we keep paying it. That's the problem. That's the problem. I think what we should do is, everybody listen. Cece said no movies because of Jenny. Yeah, I'm scarred. She ruined movies for me as a child because she's in there popping sodas and pulling out honey baked hams. What you want, huh? It's just carving turkeys in the goddamn movie theater with an electric knife. Excuse me, could you plug this in for me? Anybody want to pull on the wishbone? Shh. My bad. Anybody want to pull on the wishbone? It's like, Mom, what the fuck are we doing? We're trying to watch E.T. It's embarrassing. She'd pull some shit out of her purse. She'd have all kinds of snacks and shit in there. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like, Mom, can we get some candy? I got candy in my purse. My mom, I swear to God, we have McDonald's at the house, Mom. I shit you not. Now, when I got older, she would get me McDonald's. But when I was younger, and she's a single mom. We didn't have a lot of money. So she was we got McDonald's at the house, and it was a hamburger on 2 slices of bread. There wasn't no fucking hamburger bun. Well, you didn't get no hamburger bun, bro. That's a hamburger. You just eat it like that, okay? Just be happy. But yes, I got candy in my purse. Yeah, but it ain't. Nobody gives a fuck, Total Dallas. Nobody gives a fuck. Don't start spamming the chat with them bullshit ass Rangers updates. Don't make me create a rule in the chat that doesn't allow you to post Rangers scores. Yo, what up, Catfish? Appreciate the resub, homie. 20 months Catfish has been subscribed to this channel. Sir, thank you so much, man. He said, we did bread for hamburgers and hot dogs. Oh, hell yeah. Sliced bread for hot dogs? You just put it at the angle and you roll that bitch up? Yeah, for sure. Of course. Absolutely. Yeah, you just do it at a try. Yeah, you just, instead of the bread being square, you make it at a diamond instead of a square, and you lay that hot dog across. You don't have the coding chops to make that happen. Okay. All right. Well, I love that. You got to love it when people challenge you. You know what I mean? It's always fun to be challenged. And it's not like I take a challenge personally, because I don't. People that say to challenge me, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me feel bad. I don't. It doesn't, it doesn't, it's not like my manhood is tested. It's not like I'm out here trying to prove anything. It's not like I'm, feel a certain type of way about anything here. You know what I'm saying? It's not any type of thing. It's what it is. It's him trying to, make himself. It's whatever. So no big deal. Yeah. It's nope. Don't worry about it. Okay. Well, that should. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm just typing a love note to my wife, guys. Just 1 second. I'm almost done, and I love you so much. And save. Okay. I'm not coding and stalling. Okay, I'm not. I'm certainly not coding and stalling. What do you? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I don't even know what you're saying, sir. That's a weird thing to throw out there. That's a weird thing to say. Why would you even suggest that? That's a weird accusation to make, sir. I don't know why you would do that. Don't understand it. Just seems odd to me. But whatever. D-Mata said, how is Nora doing, Barry? She's doing great. She's doing great. She's doing really well. She's got, I think, every year, so she has asthma, and every year the smoke from Mexico when they do their yearly burns really jacks her up. So that's not good. Oh wait, what the hell? Yeah, that's not good. But, so she's fighting that. Now that that's gone and it's over with, that's a good thing. But, yeah, that sucks, but she'll get over it. She'll be fine. All right. So anyways, what was I talking about? Anywho, these prices are ridiculous. Let's move on with the show. My apologies. I got distracted with Nora texting her and whatnot. Okay. Oops, my bad. Clicked on the wrong thing. There was one other thing I wanted to get to. I watched some of the roast of Tom Brady. And yes, thank you, B. Hannon. I didn't get to watch all of it. I watched some of it. I made some notes, and I tell you what, so far it's pretty damn good. I'm up to I think so. Randy Moss just finished. I'm trying to figure out who's next. Trying to figure out who came next. I think that's where I paused it because I was trying to get shit done. But I gotta say, first things first, Kevin Hart was doing a great job. And Nikki Glazer has killed. I mean, murdered. She killed. Alex, Nasty Nate said best roast ever. Alex Villanueva said cochino Nate. It was really good. Eric Resendez said I made it to until Andrew Schultz. Did you just get sick of it because it was too long? Or did you make it that far and then just tap out? Or, I mean, you didn't like it. You got sleepy or what? Why did you stop? She said, I watched it again. I loved it so much. There you go. Yeah, I didn't get to Tony Hinchcliffe yet. Nikki and Tony, best so far. I watched the first 2 hours and was rolling and cackling. Can't wait to finish. So, yeah, I got to Randy Moss. Where's my phone at? Because I made a few notes. Y'all know me. Daddy makes notes. And that's when they said Nikki is the queen of comedy. She's pretty darn good. Boop. Brady Roast notes. Kevin Hart had some hilarious jokes. So far, he had a couple of my favorites just right up front where he was like, when Giselle gave him an ultimatum, you retire or we're done. And he said, when you have a chance to go 8-9 and all it will cost you is your wife and kids, you got to do what you got to do. And then he was like, and then he looks at him and he goes, Tom, that's some real nephew shit. That was so funny. And I love that everybody kept kind of like implying that Tom doesn't like black people. It was just hilarious. I was at Will Ferrell. I actually paused it mid Ron Burgundy because he wasn't doing good. It wasn't that funny. It was like Madison Square Garden. I was like, oh, okay. This is not good. B. Anderson Kardashian was a joke. I thought she actually did pretty good. I actually liked Kim Kardashian. I didn't think I was going to, but it was pretty well written. She obviously didn't write any of that. Her delivery was pretty good. In fact, I mean, again, we talked about if you missed yesterday, I'm not going to repeat everything I said yesterday. Go back and watch yesterday's show. There was a section where we talked about roasts and how roasts are set up and how those things are run and all of it. So I won't repeat it, but just know that even Kevin Hart's stuff and Nikki Glazer's, everybody's stuff was written by a team of writers. And I'm not just talking about 3 or 4. With that many people and it was that long, I guarantee you there was a ton of... In fact, I know at least one, Matthew Broussard, who's done this show before, was one of the writers of on there. And he wrote for Andrew Schultz. So Matthew Broussard, friend of the show, and a buddy of mine, he was one of the writers that wrote some roast jokes on there. So Ron Burgundy gets better at the end. I hope so, because it was bad. They should have given more time for Dana White. One of the jokes that I saw that I didn't get to, I just saw a clip of it, was something about, I don't even remember, but it was something about, oh shit. I'll watch it again. It was a clip on the internet. I haven't gotten to it yet, but it was something about, fucking Brazilians out of their money. And it was involving Dana White. I can't wait to see that joke. I don't know who did it yet, but, But Nikki Glazer's jokes were just killer. She was like, Kevin is 5'2", 150 pounds, and 155 when The Rock finishes. Fucking what? Oh my God, bro. And then she said, Bert, I'm a big fan of your joke. I mean, the nuance of just that. Oh, that is. What? What? And my favorite one was they kept fucking with Tom about the Bitcoin thing that he was involved in, that big scandal. And she was like, oh yeah, Andrew Schultz did the Brazilian jokes. Well, no, somebody made fun of, yes, CC. Somebody else was making fun of, I think it was Kevin Hart that was like, damn, so Kevin Hart made fun of Dana White, and then so did somebody else. But Nikki Glazer was like, even Gronk was like, me know that not real money about Bitcoin. She was like, even Gronk knows, me know that not real money. It was like, I lost my shit when she did that. And then Kevin Hart comes back up on stage and was like, you guys, okay, okay, guys, yeah, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he was like, you know what made it funny? Gronk was like, I did, I knew. He was like, Gronk, you're not supposed to back up the joke. And shit was so funny, man. I was like, fuck, that's hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to next, B. Hannon. So all of that was great. So far, Nikki Glazer stole the show. Standing ovation, rightfully so. Jokes were fucking on point. They were tight. There was no rambling. Bledsoe was actually pretty funny because he was like, I got two things that you'll never have, Tom. I got to experience, I've experienced two things that Tom hasn't. First one is being the number one pick. And the other one was I celebrated my 28-year wedding anniversary. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, damn. But that's the beauty of a roast. That was so fantastic, man. And I love that. Well, the other thing I really liked about it is every once in a while, Kevin Hart would just be like, fuck you, Tom. And we just kept going back to it, which I thought was hilarious. He just kept going back to it. And that was fucking fantastic. Fuck you, Tom. He's like, I'm just going to keep throwing it out there every once in a while. And, but everybody so far, no holds barred. They're talking shit about when Kevin Hart was like, he said something about, what did he say? Oh, he said you fucked your coach when you went to Tampa Bay. And you know who else fucked their coach? Giselle. He's like, she fucked that karate man. How did you not see that coming? And he was like, that's fucked up. You can't even beat up her boyfriend. And then people were just dogging on that. And it was nonstop. People were saying shit like, now you're going to get beat up in front of your kids. And what was funny is Kevin was like, I told you, I don't know why you agreed to do this. So what was odd to me is they talk shit about Giselle. They talk shit about his kids, her fucking the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy, and leading to the divorce and him getting divorced and all of this stuff, right? About him fucking over Drew Bledsoe, and Drew Bledsoe took shots of. It was a roast, which is supposed to be no holds barred. There was already Aaron Hernandez dead jokes about everybody got a ring, including Aaron Hernandez around his neck. That was a Nikki Glazer joke. And the one time that Tom got offended so far was when Jeff Ross was like, Tom got drafted, and the first thing he did, what was the joke? First of all, Jeff Ross looked about 800 years old when he came in, dressed like O.J. Simpson with blood on his number 32 jersey. I thought he was going to break his hip trying to get off that float that they had him on. It was terrible looking. And, but he had this one Robert Kraft joke about a massage, and Tom stood up and walked over and he goes, "Don't do that shit again." And you heard it. And Tom was kind of half smiling. I don't know if he was actually, he said, "Don't say that shit again." And I kind of hope that he was joking. It felt, half of me thought he was joking and the other half thought maybe he was offended. But if that is what you got offended about, if you're Tom Brady, your priorities are real fucked up. If that was the one thing that set you off, what the fuck? Like your wife and kids, your ex-wife and kids are fair game, but Robert Kraft is not? What are we doing? That's ridiculous. I don't get it. Like you're being called racist. You know what I mean? Like you're being called all kinds of shit. They're making Aaron Hernandez dead joke. Like, that's wild. Kevin Hart saying you gave up your marriage to go 7-9 was funny. Bro, that was hilarious. Yeah. And then say, bro, that was my favorite. That was like my favorite joke. So you have gotten to the lesbian yet? Oh, yeah. Oh, bro. I did, CC, when the lesbian told Drew Bledsoe. She's like, "Drew, your ring is like my strap on. Just because you wear it doesn't make it real." God damn. Yeah, Edelman's joke about Tom's dick size. Gronk's dick size. I read that yesterday. I can't wait to get to that. But yeah, that strap-on joke was fucking hilarious. And so, I mean, there was a ton of funny stuff. There was a ton of inappropriate stuff. It's a roast. It's supposed to be inappropriate. They were talking shit about, I mean, people were catching strays in the audience. You know what I mean? Chelsea Handler caught strays and Kim Kardashian, but she was on the dais doing the toast. And I mean, everybody was catching strays. Kevin Hart even went over there and made fun of his daughters and shit. I mean, everybody's fair game in a roast. So for Tom to get upset about a massage joke involving Robert Kraft was very odd to me. Of all the jokes, I would have thought either the wife and kids or the Aaron Hernandez, because, I mean, even Jeff Ross comes out dressed like O.J. Simpson, and he was like, "Hey, everybody, I just got back from hell. O.J. Simpson says hello," or some shit like that. Everybody's like, "Oh." He was like, "So does Aaron Hernandez." Everybody's like, "Oh." That's not off limits, but a Robert Kraft massage joke is? That's wild to me. That's fucking wild to me. That's wild. So, Catfish said, "I think it was staged to be the one real joke about Bob Kraft, but he didn't want a lot of those jokes." Nasty Nate said Bob Kraft was supposed to be off limits. See, that's the thing. I would be surprised if any comic would agree for there to be anything off limits. And I'm being dead ass honest with you guys. If comics agree to do a roast, I'm just telling you how it is. You guys can agree or disagree. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you the rules. If you invite a comic to do a roast, I promise you, if you ask Jeff Ross to be the roast master of a roast of XYZ celebrity, and you try to tell him there's a restriction, he probably won't do it. That's just how it is. It's like, no, it's a roast. You're not going to tell me something is off limits. It's a fucking roast. And that is what Kevin Hart kept saying all night. People, it's a roast. You got to get uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's what he kept saying. It's a fucking roast. I was telling y'all that yesterday. There's no boundaries. Nothing is off limits. I said that. If you have an example I've gave, let's say you have an autistic kid on the table, absolutely on the table. Let's say you have a kid with a handicap on the table. I'm telling you, which it would be awful. I would never do that. I couldn't do that. But a lot of the comics would be like, fuck it, it's a roast. It's all on the table. So I would be surprised if they win and were like, you can't make any Robert Kraft massage jokes. A lot of comics would be like, fuck you, I'm not doing this roast then. That's the line? Fuck you. I mean, for God's sakes, they were comparing Tom Brady to Hitler. To fucking Hitler. But we can't make a Robert Kraft massage joke. That's fucking wild to me. If that's the line, that's fucking wild to me. Somebody had to deflate Tom's walls. Kevin Hart says a strap on better not be white. What? That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm not done with it. It's a fucking long, 3 hours is a long time to invest in some shit like that. So I'm going to get through it all for sure. That's as far as I've got. I'm up to Ron Burgundy. But it's been great so far. I've really enjoyed it. I don't think anybody has sucked yet. Ron Burgundy's I'm halfway through his set. And I will say he's the worst, but I think Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura is probably a close second. Theirs was okay. I do think it was kind of funny that they were comparing Tom Brady to serial killers. Ironically, I think. That was pretty hilarious, but yeah. I guess that was cool. But I don't know. I mean, Nikki Glazer stole the show way early. Total Dallas said a Netflix roast not equal to a Comedy Central roast. I mean, a roast is a roast. You know? I mean, they're all the same, really. Roast is a roast. I'd love to see Netflix or Comedy Central doing Aristocrats. You guys want to see some shit. Wait till you see an Aristocrats joke. Holy fuck. Let me see. Let's see. The Aristocrats jokes are so dirty and offensive and filthy. If you look up Google Gilbert Gottfried Aristocrats joke, and you'll be like, oh my God. The whole point is just to make it just filthy. Just filthy. That's the whole point. So yeah, but I think there's a whole movie, isn't there? Yeah, Donna, definitely Donna. Don't look it up because I know you hate the cursing. But Bob Saget did one and Gilbert Gottfried did one, and it's like an very old school comedy thing. But those two they're well known for it. Gilbert Gottfried, rest in peace. He was really known for taking chances in roasts and the Aristocrats joke. He had a joke right after 9/11. I mean, a day or so that got him in huge trouble. I mean, he lost his Aflac deal because of it. But that's what comics do, man. That's the risk that a lot of comics take. I'm not as brave as some of those comics. I've never done that, but that's what a lot of them will do. So it's, I would be surprised if there was rules put forth on any of those comics in the Tom Brady roast. I couldn't fathom that. That wouldn't make any sense to me. CC said, Joper, I watched this show. Yeah, CC sees enough cursing on this show. Eggerson said, can't wait for you to get the Tony Hinchcliffe part, but yeah, way too long for 3 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. There was a whole documentary about them. Oh, for sure. That 9/11 joke was the same night as the Aristocrats joke. Yeah, after the 9/11 joke bombed, he said, fuck it. Yep. Craziness. Indeed. All right, so that was all the notes I had so far. I still, like I said, I still have about 2 hours left of the roast of Tom Brady to watch, but I got to do it in chunks. I got too much shit to do to sit down and just watch anything that takes 3 hours to watch. But Nikki Glaser killed. She won. I thought Kevin Hart did really good. Jeff Ross was weird, but there were some really good jokes mixed in. I would love to see a list of who all wrote for it. Only one I know from Houston was Matthew Broussard so far. I wonder if there's like a credits. I bet it's on IMDb, right? Let's see. Roast of Tom Brady. Comedians, athletes, surprise guest, and the audience. Oh, stand-up comedy. Nope, that's just Netflix lists. Ooh, I bet it's on IMDb. Hey, thanks for the follow, the obfuscator. I don't know that I got that right. Appreciate the follow. Let's see. Hold on. IMDb. The roast of Tom Brady. Let's see if I can find it. Let me find the list of writers. Cast and crew. Did you know? I don't give a shit. Nope. Can't find the writers. All right. I don't want to kill a whole bunch of time. I'm going to take a quick break here coming up because at 4 o'clock, as I mentioned earlier to start the show, super excited. The last hour of the show, I got my boy Jacobe Calle. He's going to be joining me. I cannot wait for you guys to be introduced to him. As I read the bio at the beginning, this dude is a fascinating human being. He's a great human being. He's a wonderful person, but we should all live the life that Jacob has lived so far. And I can't wait to show you this video. When I show you the video that he sent me to, a lot of you are going to be like, oh, holy shit, I remember that. So you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. All right. But it's going to be a phenomenal final hour. You do not want to miss it. Oh shit, Heartthrob, you bouncing? Don't leave yet, buddy. You don't want to miss the last hour. He said 3-hour drive from Topeka. Well, put the show on audio and listen to it on the way home. You don't want to miss this. Oh, where is it? All cast and crew. Oh shit. No, I don't see the writers. Okay. Well, I'll find it eventually, but only one I know so far from Houston that wrote was Matthew Broussard, but I'm sure that'll eventually come out. But so far it's been really good. Pretty excited to get to sit down and watch the rest of it. Jeff Ross sounded like he smoked 2 packs before the roast. Yeah, it's sad to watch how old he looks, man. I swear to God, Total Dallas, if you don't stop, I do not want sports updates like that in the chat all the time, bro. That just gets exhausting. Please don't do that. I'm asking you nicely. Please I don't want the chat flooded with sports updates, man. Because if you do it, then everybody's going to want to do it for their team, and not everyone gives a shit about everybody else's team and their updates. So please don't start that. It was a funny little bit. Let's leave that alone. Okay? Don't start that shit. All right? Okay? Dumb dick. All right, I think I got to everything I wanted to get to. Hold on, let me look at my folder of shit. Where'd it go? There we go. Yep, I just have the video left. I have one thing. I have one video that I downloaded. Oh! Uzi! Welcome back to the show, big dog. Steven the Weather Guy, thank you for the resub, man. For 27 months, Steven the Weather Guy has been subscribed to this stupid ass channel. Appreciate you, Uzi. You're the man, sir. All right, this is the video I was telling you guys about. Bob McNair, Cal McNair and his wife Hannah. This was a couple of days ago. The Houston Texans had a press conference and they were talking to the media and they were fielding questions. And this was back when they were talking, D'Amico Ryans, the head coach of the Texans, he was asked about, J.J. Watt said he'd play. And so they were filling bullshit questions like that because they're getting ready to start doing off-season workouts and whatnot. Well, the friend of the show, John McClain, asked a question about the new uniforms, which, as you guys know, also include the new H-Town blue, which is really just the Oiler blue, right? The Columbia blue, which I actually learned some history about it. I didn't know. Well, we'll get to that in another day. But John McClain asked about, are you going to wear those versus the Oilers? Which I thought was a great question. And honestly, I had never thought about that, but it was like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's got to be a thing, right? That has to be a thing? Well, listen to what John McClain asked, and then what Hannah McNair answered, and then what Cal McNair answered. Check this out.
Have you guys asked the NFL if you can wear the H-Town blue when the Titans are here?
Why would we?
Why wouldn't you? It's a natural. It's Houston color.
It's a Houston color, but what does that have to do with Tennessee?
Oh, I love it. I love it. She's not done yet, but I just love it. She's got some dog in her, boy. She don't give a shit.
What it has to do with Tennessee. I was talking about it on 610.
I love it though, because John McClain, man, that's a veteran. That's a veteran media person right there. A lot of guys in this business would have just been like, "Oh yeah, you're right." They would have, they wouldn't have asked that follow up. They wouldn't have asked that follow up. They would have just been like, "Okay, the owner of the team said that, so I'm not going to follow up." And he starts laughing and goes, "You know what it means. You said it on 610. I love that shit. Let's start this over one more time. Check it out.
Have you guys asked the NFL if you can wear the H-Town blue when the Titans are here?
Why would we?
Why wouldn't you? It's a natural. It's Houston color.
It's a Houston color, but what does that have to do with Tennessee?
What it has to do with Tennessee. I heard you talking about it on 610.
We put the uniform combos after we get the schedule, so that's when that'll happen.
I love it. Cal said we put the uniforms combos after we get the schedule, so that's when that'll happen. Well, I'll tell you what. Fingers crossed we get that to happen. Holy shit. That has to happen. That would just be absolutely amazing. But I love Hannah McNair, man. They said there was nobody more pissed off about the Tennessee Titans wearing Houston Oilers colors when they played the Texans than her. She was livid, and that's why you had these colors introduced. And if you didn't read about how they ended up getting that blue, it's an interesting story because they had to kind of go back and forth with the NFL about getting that color because the NFL did not want it to happen. But they fought tooth and nail to get it, so. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, my buddy Jacobe Calle is going to join me for the final hour of the show. And now, Total Dallas, on that, we can agree, sir. On that, we can't agree. Stephen the Weather Guy is Hannah McNair from Houston. That's a good question. I have no idea. I'd have to look that up. Let me Google that real fast, sir. Hannah McNair. Damn, it just says spouse to Cal McNair. How misogynistic is that? Yeah, she doesn't even have a damn. Oh, her name is Hannah Heartland. She doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. I have no idea. I don't know. Personal life, McNair's first marriage, which produced 3 daughters, ended in divorce. 6 years later, he met Hannah Heartland, who he married in 2009. That's all it says. So, in November, McNair was inducted into the Cy-Fair High School Athletic Hall of Honor. Wait a minute. He went to Cy-Fair High School? Oh, holy shit. That's crazy. I had no idea. When was this dude born? He was born in 61. Okay. Damn, he's old. All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to get a refill on my soda. Hey, what up, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in, man. What up, Big Sexy from all the way across the pond? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. What up, Wallace? Total Dallas said no sports updates. Wallace said Total Dallas, no sports updates. No. you're taking that the wrong way. I'm just saying, if he starts it, then everybody's going to do it. And then all the chat is just everyone telling us about their favorite team. I don't want that. It's nothing personal against Total Dallas. I just have to manage this so the shit doesn't get unruly and out of control. That's all. That's all. It wasn't personal against Total Dallas knows I love him. I just have to keep shit under control here. All right, let's take a quick break. Whatever you do during the break, poop, pee, smoke a bowl, I don't give a shit. Go do that. We'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes, and my boy Jacobe Calle is going to join me on the show for the final hour of the show. And it's going to be a blast. This dude is one of the most interesting people you're going to meet or see or hear from on this show. I guarantee you that. I read you his bio before. I'm going to read it to you again. We've got visuals, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for you and me, because knowing this dude, he's cooked up something. I don't know for sure, but I just know he's like, I'm going to make a sandwich. And I was like, oh, God. I have no idea what that means. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. But you and I are going to find out together right after this break. So don't go anywhere. Sit on the corner and do some dope with me. And when we come back, we're going to have a good old time. All right? I'll see you right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Stick around.
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch.
Hey, welcome back to the final hour of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, go have sex with yourself. Why would you leave, you stupid asses? You're gonna regret it, I promise, you dumb dicks. All right, without further ado, I'm going to read you the bio one more time. If you missed the first part of the show, I read it, and it's fantastic. And I was going to list bullet points, but it doesn't do it justice. So I wanted to read it as is, as a comic. Intros are important. And so I feel I don't want to screw it up. All right. So I want to read it as is. And then I want to play a video for you, which if you're from Houston, Texas, and maybe you're not, you might just remember this video. It was seen nationally. And some of you might be sitting on your couch back in the day and went, what's the meme with, oh God, the handsome man from Titanic. Why the fuck am I blanking on his name? Oh God, he's got the meme where he points. I'm the worst at names. Oh God. Leo DiCaprio. Thank you, Steven. Somebody in the chat always has to bail me out. You know the meme where he's like, oh, right there? That was probably you when you see this video, okay? In the meantime, let me tell you about Jacob. A multidisciplinary comedian, wildlife conservationist, something very important to him. He began his career in 2006 shooting test pilots for Snoop Dogg. That led to writing comedy for basic cable television, as well as staging skits for reality TV, which I'll forgive him for using the word skits. That's one of my pet. I hate that word, but everybody uses it. That's me just being dumb. During the time, he would open up for Steve-O, performing stunts on Don't Try This at Home, on the Don't Try This at Home World Tour. He plays the role of Air Bear, the official mascot for the U.S. Air Guitar, who is known as the world's most dangerous mascot. After over a decade of doing so, he'll be retiring Air Bear and will be performing his last show in Cleveland, Ohio in July for the U.S. Championships. While not being a jackass, Jacob travels the world interviewing animal conservationists and their work protecting endangered local wildlife. Currently, he has built a relationship with active rhino poachers in Africa in order to study the mind of a poacher and how a rhino is killed. The data that he collects will be an anthropological documentary on poverty. Jacob's adventures has led him to a book that he's working on filled with mishaps and adventures called Memoirs of Nothing. In his free time, Jacob practices magic, paints, collects art, frequents Olympia, Washington, and is a screenwriter. And we've got a ton of shit to talk about. He and I and a couple others are going to be doing a show at Comic Palooza. This dude is seriously one of the most interesting people I've met, but I want to show you a video now before I bring him on the show that, I don't know, maybe you remember this. Check it out.
All right, we're going to take you back out to the Galveston coastline, right on the seawall. Our Rux Russell is still standing by there, and we see some clown who's out there trying to enjoy what's left of a nice day. And Rux Russell is there watching one of those piers come crashing down with the seawater. Rux?
Yeah, we're watching a person in a bear suit right now. That's a first, but you are correct. Gus, if you could swing back over that way so we can show the folks at home what's left of this pier, this fishing pier.
Love it. I fucking love it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome to the show, Jacobe Calle, everybody!
Oh, how are you? I still have it.
Oh my God.
Whenever I said he was the world's most dangerous mascot, I always forget that, while this is my skeleton, I've actually destroyed it through stunts. So I've retired this. Yeah. That bear is dead. That
is so fucking hilarious, dude. That is so fucking hilarious. Yeah. Let me update the name. I forgot. I have my mom on. Bro, that is so fucking hilarious, man. What led to that? Yeah, my bad. What led to that, dude? What led to the bear? How did that get started? How did that become a thing?
Yeah, that's actually a really great question. So if you've heard of Jukin Media, if you've not heard of it, the world has heard of, I've seen the work. We are the ones who monetize viral videos. They're based out of Culver City, California. And if you've got footage, you send it to them. We'll buy it from you. We'll license it from you. and we'll sell it to television shows. That means America's Funniest Home Videos, any show on True TV, Ridiculousness, and so forth. And I know what you said about sketch versus skits versus sketch. I call them skits because it's not like sketch comedy like SNL or like Whitest Kids You Know or anything from like that Tim Robinsons are doing. These are just actual like skits.
Gotcha.
And that's why I call it that. But
Gotcha. You know,
yeah,
as a comic, it's like when I hear somebody like, because you know what it is, dude, is as a comic, I get triggered when I hear that because people are like, are you going to use this in your little skits? And it's like, oh, God. It triggers me. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's all terminology. yeah, I do get your, but yeah, I was my old boss Jonathan. He's like, "Are you doing anything to exploit the Hurricane Ike?" And I was like, "What's up, plan? I was just gonna go check it out." And he said, "Go film some footage, bring it back to me." And we brought that out there and. Unfortunately, we did not make any content except that Channel 2 with Ruck Russell. He captured us by happenstance, and then it was all over the world. I got phone calls from Germany.
What?
And I went on tour with it.
Dude.
I got invited to U.S. Air Guitar, the mascot. Like, yeah, Air Bears. I owe Air Bear so many thank yous. He's given me so many connections in cities of just making awesome friends, and he's a fucking connector. He's
where did you get the bear suit from? Did you just have a fucking bear suit laying around the house?
No, I stole it from my old job. Who am I allowed to curse?
Oh fuck yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh okay, then this company that fucked me over, and they're like, "Hey, have you turned in our all of our costumes yet?" And sorry, I'm sick.
No, you're good.
And he, no, I'm not. I'm sick. So they owed me money that they weren't going to give me, and so I was like, "Nah, I don't have any outfits for you." And so I just ended up keeping that bear outfit and said, "You know what? I'm done. We're good. We're done.
We're even."
And then they saw it on television. And they're like, "Hey, you have that bear outfit. That's ours. We made that. There's none other like it. It's like, you need to give it back." I'm like, "Nah." There's no like, because I was late to a party, and so you're supposed to sign in everything like a library book, and I was late because on their head they're like, "Get over here quick, pick up this outfit, come." And so I didn't sign shit, and so they handed me this bear outfit with no contract that it was in my possession. I was like, "You know what? It's mine. Fuck you guys."
Oh, so they had no paper trail. They couldn't prove it.
No, they and it was what they effed me over was going to I had to drive to Austin for a party that happened. Yeah, it was.
That is fucking.
But,
and
yeah.
then so you parlayed that one moment into the whole Air Bear U.S. Air Guitar thing, and they reached out to you, right?
I competed and I made the finals, and they're like, "You have an eye for this. You have the knack, the personality. You should come join our team." And it's been since 2009, and I've been a part of U.S. Air Guitar. And there was a moment where I even decided, like, pretty good at this mascot shit. And I even applied to be another bear called Claire from the Rockets. And I went through the processing, did my interviews, went final round, and I ended up losing. I ended up not getting the bit because I'm 5'7", and I think they wanted someone taller. But what I got out of that was I was on a scooter, standing up on the handlebars, going across the goddamn Houston Rockets basketball court with an empty stadium full of judges while blasting Andrew WK, "It's Time to Party." And I'm just standing up, going across the stadium, just like, whoa, just like, "It's time to party." And I was just like, this is badass. Even if you say no, this is good.
Like, I just got to do this. That is fucking awesome, dude.
I couldn't film it. They weren't allowed. It was very like, it was like a Dave Chappelle show. Like, fucking here.
Leave your phone at the door type shit.
Yeah. But whatever. It's in my head.
Dude, that's fantastic. So Joe Bro said, wait a minute, how would they know who was inside the bear? Because they know there was only one. There was only one costume, Joe Pro. There
was 2 of us. There was me and this guy inside the bear. I was at the bottom half. My friend was on top.
He was on your shoulders.
Yeah. We've seen Little Rascals more than once.
Okay, now tell me, dude, the whole fucking U.S. air guitar thing is fascinating to me.
It's fun, and it gets a lot of shit. And I think the people who give it shit are very close-minded, because at the end of the day, we're not trying to fucking play the air guitar. We're not like, okay, this is a G chord, you know? Like, no, dude, it's a performance artist.
You need to tune your guitar, bro.
Yeah, we're all like, it's a performance art, you know? It's Dadaism at its weirdest. ESPN, Ocho has covered us, have come to our championships, and it's amazing. It's a beautiful art form, because you see, if you come for Houston, if you go to BFE Saturday, May 18th, myself, Micah Green, and Hannah Philibert will be judging
nice.
an air guitar regional. Winner goes to Cleveland, where I'll be doing my last air guitar performance. We're judging, and you will see the difference between a good air guitarist and a bad one. And when you see a good one, you're like, okay, that's actually pretty cool, because if you believe it, then the crowd believes it. And if everybody believes it, you're just having a fucking good time. We're not here to take serious. We're here. We're having fun. Like, come on. It's an air guitar, for crying out loud. It's stupid.
Dude,
but it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
How many times do you think you've done it?
Air guitar, once I became the mascot, I stopped.
Really?
Yeah, I'm more of, I don't like performing. Even though that being a mascot is a performer, even, you know, when I used to do stand-up, I fucking hate it. The only time that I actually enjoyed performing is whenever I was with Steve-O, because I didn't have to talk to the crowd. All I had to do was just talk to the people on stage. Like, you know, that's why I say, you know, like, it's a party. Just come to our party. Just watch us just act like jackasses and get hurt and do stunts. And if you want to get involved, come on stage. We have beer. I always had Sparks sponsor, and it just had just free Sparks, and just like that was part of my rider. And they're like, "What do you want?" They're like, "Just 2 cases of Sparks." They're like, "That's it?" I'm like, "Yeah, just like every year, you always say Sparks." And I was like, "Nah, just for the audience. Let's just get them riled up." And but also for me, I don't like being on stage. I hate it. It gives me a nervous wreck every time.
That's crazy for somebody that's performed and does so much. That's pretty interesting.
I don't like it.
Somebody in the chat, Steven the Weather Guy, said the people need to know, how hot is it inside the bear suit?
Holy shit, that's such a great question. One time I took off the outfit. I was on tour, and I remember I was in Louisiana. It was right after Hurricane Ike, so I went on a meet and greet tour.
Dude, that is hold on, pause. Pause, bro. That is fucking hilarious that you're touring and doing goddamn meet and greets just for walking on the beach in a bear costume in a hurricane. Do you understand how amazing and just mind-blowingly?
And I love that. I like that you say that, because it's like a magic trick. You find out how a magic trick is done.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's it? That's easy. But
that's fantastic.
Behind it, it's the mindset of actually moving forward. Like, well, but I did it. And so, I got off stage, and I took off the outfit, because when I'm in that and I'm performing, as you know, like, I go fucking hard. Mm-hmm. And someone walked by me, and they're probably maybe like a foot and a half to 2 feet away from me, and they just felt the heat, and they're like, "What the?" They're like, "Dude, Like,
Oh, shit.
all right, it's cold, it's hot. Like, I must have been like I could have died. I think I was so goddamn hot at that thing. But like, I radiated like maybe like a foot and a half of just heat around me. I was just this little miniature sun. It was scary but fascinating.
That's wild. Now tell me how you got hooked up with Steve-O, because you did that for a while, right?
Yeah, for a minute. That one was from Natalie Plain. I was just thinking about her the other day. She does $1 Billion Brows. So if any of you women that whatever does makeup, does eyelash makeup that you can purchase at Target, that's $1 Billion Brow. That's her company. So she left the television industry and she started her makeup company. But she was the one who introduced me and got me working doing test pilots for Snoop Dogg. And she's the one who introduced me to Steve-O's managers. Like, let's get this guy. And look, he is the real deal.
So were you doing stunts and stuff before you met Steve-O? Is that how?
Man, I've been doing stunts since I was a child.
Oh, okay.
And it just like, I was always the first to do something. Usually like making zip cord lines, you know, just as a kid, you're like, I guess I'll do it. And then snort, the cord snaps. Like, I remember doing my first backflip when I was 12 years old on a ramp, and the only person that saw it was my grandpa, and I was so upset because he's not gonna like tell my friends that Jacob did a backflip. You know, my grandpa, he was more pissed at me that I did a backflip while on my rollerblades on a ramp. I was a rollerblader. Get over it. A good one. A good one.
A good one.
Yeah, it really was. I competed. I was I did really well back then. And so I got invited on the tour, and it was funny because the very first day that I get on tour, you know, I'm like, okay, I got big shoes to fill. I'm doing something that is brand new to the world. Jackass, unfortunately for me, capitalized on it first, but thankfully they saw and acknowledged me and invited me to go out with them. But I'm like, okay, I got to fucking show my role and be a part of this. Well, Steve-O, 30 minutes in, he goes, you guys doing good? He goes, you guys having fun? He puts the mic out into the crowd, and he goes, that first guy did this, 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 and this. When are you going to start? And he's already been on stage for 30 minutes. Nick Dunlap, Steve-O's old manager who introduced us from Natalie Plain, he grabs Steve-O's mic. He goes, you gonna let the new guy show you up? Staple your dick to your leg. He's like, nah, we're good. So now the crowd is going, boo. He's like, you guys gonna let the new guy show you up? He's like, nah, my balls are fucked. And finally he gets off stage and has a little powwow with Nick. And he pulls down, and I'm with my two friends. He gets butt-ass naked, Steve-O, and he shows everybody backstage his leg and his dick. His dick is this big. It's fucking black and purple. It looks like an eggplant. There's so many goddamn little holes of little staples around his scrotum and his thigh where he would staple his nutsack to his leg and call it the butterfly. And so he was giving his dick a rest that night. So he did not want to do that. And Nick is like, seriously, this guy is showing you up. You got to fucking stand up. Like, be a man. Like, that's the fucking thing. Go torture your genitals. And so he gets on stage, but before he did, he looks at Nick. He's like, I don't want to fucking do it. He goes, but if you want to he grabs the staple gun, gets on stage, and just like, it's showtime. Turned that frown into a smile, got naked in front of 2,000 people, and fucking did it. And my friend is just grabbing my hand. You know, this is my first day on tour, and I've already pissed off the headliners. And this is something I've learned years later is don't ever make the headliner work hard.
No.
And I did not know that. I could have kept it easy, but I just wanted a paycheck and some respect. You know, I was the new guy. Yeah. And then in 2006, I performed again, and our I performed on Friday. Steve-O performed on Saturday. Saturday, again. People going, what the hell? Like, why are they fucking yelling my name? What the hell? Which this is just happenstance. I just happened to wear this shirt today, and I was like, you know what? This is awesome for me. This is my old movie, Jacob and What the Hell. And so I'm like, why are they yelling my name? Steve-O's on stage. And then Steve was like, yeah, Jacob's out here. I'd like to learn a new trick or two. Where are you at, Jacob? And he brings me on stage, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I thought I was just going to say hi, maybe borrow a couple of his props. But, yeah, he does not share. And I had nothing. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Earlier, you said something about Hannah Harper?
No, Hannah McNair.
McNair. I thought you said Hannah Harper.
No,
Hannah
no.
Harper is a porn star. She happened to have a shoebox with a goddamn scorpion. It was Mary Carey, who was running for governor, also a porn star, and Hannah Harper, and their bodyguard. They all three like, here you go, Jacob. Here's this, and I was like, what is this? And I opened it up, and it was a scorpion. I was like, yes, finally, this is awesome. I could do a stunt, and it will be completely improv because it was unplanned, and people will understand, like, oh shit, this was not supposed to happen. How did he come up with this? And I asked on stage, all right, who's going to help me suck out the poison? And I was going to put the scorpion in my butt cheeks gently, and then have somebody like come, like suck on my butt cheek as a joke. Like, okay, like got bit by a scorpion. I'm going to help him suck out the poison. This naked girl gets on stage and she grabs she's like, oh, I could suck. And now I got, another like couple thousand people going, yeah, I can't fucking let her go. Because there's like a bunch of dudes in the front like, yeah, I'll suck your butt. And, they had no idea that I was going to put it in my butt. But they thought, maybe.
But they're volunteering to do it. They don't know you're going to put
But this naked chick.
They're like, I'll do it. Bro, but they know it's jackass. They know you're not going to put it in your armpit. Know what I mean? They have to know.
And then, so I put it in my butt cheeks, and then, here's the bit. Okay, suck out the poison. I thought she was just going to, go, ha, ha, ha. No, dude, she went in my butt cheeks, like, slipped her tongue past my crack, and I felt so goddamn violated. I was like, oh my God, this was supposed to be just a funny ha-ha joke. And here I'm getting my ass eaten out way before public ass eating became popular. I mean, like, you see girls with Marty got her ass eaten out, and it was such a controversial subject. Yeah, I did it first.
You're like, I started that.
Steve-O fucking again grabs the fucking mic. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, how do you top that?
God.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, what is your... I have so many goddamn questions. This is just... Okay.
Oh, if you're asking about the scorpion's okay. Thank you for...
Yeah, I was going to... That was my... Of course, I was going to lead with, did the scorpion survive your butt? But, dude, your tolerance for pain must just be...
I went to the fucking hospital the other day because I ate too many goddamn shrooms. And it ended up being E. coli. But my stomach was just in pain. And I went to the hospital, and they said, "What's your pain tolerance?" Scale of 1 to 10. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like,
really?
To me, maybe it's a 4. But I think realistically, if it were you, maybe an 8. I just I'm fucking Rambo. Like, I'm not kidding. Yeah. I have such a high tolerance for pain that's what made me a fucking great stuntman and an amazing skater, because I could jump off a roof, eat my shit, and walk it off, and just be like, all right, let's do that again. They're like, are you okay? You need to shake it off? I'm like, nah, dude, it's all in here. Just ignore it. Because you screaming around going, I'm in pain. You just look stupid. Just walk it off.
Well, that would be me for sure. Yeah, shut up, Steven. Steven in the chat said Barry's pain tolerance is a -15. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, that's crazy. So that must have been everybody on that tour then had, I mean, you would have to be a part of that. Is just you have a high threshold for pain and creativity to come up with the wildest and craziest shit.
Yeah, and actually 3 stunts. Speaking of creativity and writing these bits, is that 3 of my stunts actually ended up going on Jackass Forever.
Really?
The human ramp. Rachel Wolfson, awesome shout out to Rach. She did the fucking scorpion bit. And then Zach Ass also again with not only with the human ramp, but the cactuses. My brother Chris was in San Mateo, California, stripped down to his skivvies and did a front flip into a field of cactus. Drove 2 hours or whatever to Half Moon Bay, California, stopped by CVS, grabbed a shit ton of tweezers, and had a needle picking party and just picked needles out of his body. The footage is unreal, but unfortunately, I became a scientist. Chris became a warrior. He was in war, and the other people like Brian Scootmont ended up going off with National Geographic. So we kind of set aside the stupidity, and we have this vault of just this amazing footage. And one day, I promise the world, I say this every year, but I am going to compile it all together and just make a documentary of me and my brother and how we did all these stunts. And yeah, it was amazing. And that was right around whenever I decided to stop the stunts, take my life a little bit more seriously and just do stand-up. And I did okay. And this is like in 2007, like over like the Laugh. God damn, what was that place called off of Wall? The Laugh
Stop. The Last Stop.
Yeah, Stop. Yeah. And and just like open mics around town. Comedy wasn't really a community. You just did open mics. You just like, all right, well, I guess I'm going before the tapping grandnannies, grandmas or whatever. Tap dancing grandmas. That's what I meant to say. And
like the what?
Yeah, and so I would just do these, just perform stand-up. And then that's when I realized, I got to do this every night, multiple venues, and I got to hang out with these same assholes every night. Like, I don't want to fucking hang out with you, Barry. Like, every fucking night. Oh, hey, Barry. Like, you might as well be my roommate. I know, right? That just didn't
I don't want to hang out with me every night. Are you fucking kidding me?
And you are with you every day.
Yes, God, I get on my nerves.
Yeah.
When
and
did you?
I don't want to do this, and so I just stopped stand up.
Yeah.
And so that's whenever I'm just going to pursue science and just do that. And now, anytime that I do like Cuagente's unbelievable stories, I like storytelling.
Yeah.
Rather than doing stand up, because I don't want to think about making new clever bits. Rather than like, I'd rather just be a genuine teller, and that's just I got you the edge of the seat. Just listen to the weird ass fucking story that I have.
Yeah, and, you don't have to worry about getting a laugh. You just have to get the attention, and then you're like, hey, if you laugh, cool. If you don't, cool.
100%.
This is just going to be a story. That's a.
I like that. I'm not interested in trying to be the funny guy anymore.
Right.
And I just rather just tell my story, and which is nice because I like, events like Cuagente's. He paid me to say his name. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. Cuagente, unbelievable stories every Sunday night.
That's all right. I'm going to cut all of this out when we post. No, I'm just kidding.
And, but it allows me to practice storytelling so that I can go to these schools. So I can go to the, like Comic Palooza, where I'll be telling the story of my time with the rhino poachers, so I can, weave a way to tell it in a poetic way rather than,
Yeah, stumbling through it.
Hold it down.
Well, that's a good way to transition into that. Talk about that. How did you get into that particular field? How did you, I know you have a passion for animals, but specifically going to Africa and hanging out with rhino poachers. Like, that's a very specific thing to do, right? I mean, having a love for animals, and a lot of people do, but to be like, fuck it, man, I'm going to Africa and I'm going to find some of these goddamn poachers, and a lot of people would just find them and try to whip their ass and stop them.
Yeah.
But you're trying to get into their head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're trying to get into their head and understand why they're doing what they're doing, instead of just saying, hey, fuck you, stop. You're really going about it in a really highly intelligent way, because you're trying to understand why they're doing what they're doing, so that long term, I think you can, I guess society can come up with a plan to put a stop to it.
100%. You got these anti-poachers, you got all these laws that prevent, that potentially hope to prevent a person in poverty to not commit a crime. Unfortunately, whenever you have a country or a continent that's just full of greed and poverty, that's a horrible cocktail for crime. Crime pays, unfortunately. And so I don't want to out these men. I've established a great relationship. Like, I actually love my guy. He is a really nice guy, and the money that he saves up for to kill a rhino, he puts his children in private schools. And one day he goes, my man, all those books that you gave me that I have for my daughter, she's teaching me how to read.
Oh,
he goes,
damn.
do you know how embarrassing it is for my 9-year-old daughter to teach me how to read?
Damn.
He goes, I thank you. He said, I really thank you. And
that's crazy. Well, that was when we did the show, the house party show, not the special taping, but the one I did before that. Sure. That was the book drive, right? We were.
Yeah, the book. Yes. All those books went to the families, and that way
you do a lot of good shit with that show, by the way. I know this
try
is
to
sidebar, but for you guys, just so you know, Jacob does a show called the House Party Comedy Show. He does a comedy show in his house. People show up, they pay money. All the comics donate their time. Jacob takes every single penny, and he does good with it. And in this particular show, we all donated our time. Jacob gives away free beer. He gets the beer donated. He buys pizza. Eighth Wonder,
Southern Star Brewery, Lone Star, Paps, Eighth Wonder, I said that, Vinny's Pizza, Luigi's Pizza.
Cuagenti Stories, no. I'll just give you some more money. But you do all this, and then all of the money that's raised, you do something like buy books for a family that needs books to learn how to read. It's amazing, dude. It's really cool that you do that stuff.
The ethics of DIY, which is something that I learned from punk rock, listening to bands like Minor Threat and Fugazi, like E. McKay is just like the ambassador for what DIY means. And I can do that. I don't have to rent a venue. I don't have to pay a staff. I don't have to I own a PA. I'm in a band, so I have all the sound equipment, and I can just have this space as a venue and just charge at the door. Yeah. And, and I just say $12 or more, and you can come in and have beer, pizza. I have concert tickets. Thank you again. Also with White Oak Music Hall, Secret Group, they're donating a lot, passes to come and take it, comedy festival. Mm-hmm. And I don't make a fucking penny. Mm-hmm. I wish I could. I wish I would know how to turn it into a proper nonprofit where I could actually, take this to a larger platform, but I don't have the business ethics. But what I do have is DIY ethics, and just do it yourself. And so far, I think I'm at right now, currently, we've reached $20,000, and $20,000 has gone to the pangolin. It's gone to women.
Wait, we didn't see that. Show it again. I didn't put it on camera.
Pangolin. This is the animal that I study and do research on in Africa.
I can't see the head. Show it. Put it in front of your face. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's a scaled mammal. It's pretty cool. I was just talking about them the other day. They're like convergent evolution. You got the armadillo. Is it armadillo? No, this is the Philodota, which is its own entity opposed to the Xenarthran order, which is sloths, anteaters, and armadillos. And then you have this animal. Yeah, so like convergent evolution allows these animals to have the same adaptations, but not having any close, not being related to each other. That along goes with like the opossum, you and me, panda, having opposable thumbs. We're all a different type of animals, but convergent evolution has led us into the same path of having these little fuckers. Same with this guy being, similar behavior to the Xenarthrans.
Spoon said, "This guy's big words." Spoon goes, "This guy's big words are confusing." By the way, Spoon, thanks for the resub, buddy. 13 months. He said, "Sorry, I'm late. I had to poop." No worries, Boo. No worries, buddy. All right, go back. So we got off track. You and I both have ADHD. I knew this was gonna be a goddamn train wreck.
This is why I fucking do all this shit. Like, why do you have so many careers? I'm like,
I guess I can't focus.
I don't know how to pick one.
Right?
Shit. I'll be performing magic tonight.
Let's go back to going to Africa and hanging out with the poachers.
Show and tell this thing. So this is the information that I'm receiving, so I can learn about the ethics of their work, because I do feel bad for them. Like a kingpin. You know how much money a kingpin makes? More than the poacher. This guy, we were hanging out, eating, smoking, and that's what you just really gotta, like, if they're vibing, you gotta give that same energy back. I can't just sit back and be a journalist. You gotta embrace and be part of their culture. Like, one time there was I had an assistant, and this poacher, ex-cop, so who knows how to read people, he goes, "Jacob, your window is always open. Your vulnerability is there. We see you. You're showing that you want the truth and that you actually care about us." He's like, "You're good." He looks at my assistant and just straight up, he said, "You, not so much." I ended up firing that guy very shortly after that. Like, because
you're gonna fuck up your jam. You're trying to learn.
Just like I was talking about air guitar.
Yeah.
If I'm air guitaring, if I believe it, you believe it. And with the poachers, if they see that you're not believing it, then they're gonna get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And so I had to fire this guy. And so now I'm able to do this shit. And
what is that?
Brought this to universities, and they said,
slide it over. Yeah. What is that?
It's the shoe that the rhino poachers wear whenever they're killing rhino.
Go more to the to your right. Go more to your right. Your other right. Maybe there you go.
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
So see the toe?
Yes.
Oh, it's all reversed. It's flipped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
so
that's fucking
see the toe. Look where the toe is. The sole has been flipped so that whenever a poacher is running this way, it looks like they're going this way, so that they could hide from the police. And I'm getting information like this.
So the shoe is backwards.
Speaking of being sick,
fucking genius.
Called me 2 days ago, checking on me. Hey,
no shit.
Are you doing? You okay?
Wow.
Called me yesterday.
So this is the relationship you have with them.
They're like, "Hey man, are you okay? How you feeling?" And then I'll text. And then again, I'll be like a voice and I'll press play. He's like, "My man, don't text. Just do a voicemail. They can't read." I went out to eat with him one time, and I ordered everybody food. And then my new cameraman goes, "Hey man, I don't think it was kind of rude. You shouldn't have let order for the kingpin. He should order for himself." And I'm like, "I'm buying everybody drinks and beers and pizza." Yeah. And he goes, "I'm just saying, I think they're going to find that rude." And it got in my head. I'm like, "Well, you're the African." Okay. I'm like, "Hey guys, do you want to order food? Here's the menu." My man, Jacob, we can't read. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah. You're like, I knew it. I
knew it. I knew I should have just trust my instinct. And they're wonderful people. And I I sympathize for them. And, you know, you can easily say, fuck a poacher, kill them, slit their Achilles, let them rot in the bush and let the wild animals handle them. But I'm sorry, but the way you and I see a pig, a chicken, or any other animal that we consume regular, everyday basis, like a fish or whatnot, that's the way they see a rhino. You know, we anthroponize these animals and give them, you know, like they're a global treasure. Of course, the rhino is a global treasure, along with the Sumatran rhino or the Asiatic elephants. You know, or just even a white swan. You know, they're beautiful. You would never consider eating them. But, you know, these people who live in these poverty-stricken areas that are being exploited and not given any fucking care of increasing the unemployment rate or better education or just anything. So they're going to be like, they don't see that rhino as this majestic animal. They're like,
Survival.
You know, I could feed my family. I could get my children to a private school so they could properly get education and get the fuck out of here. Now, I'm not saying that's how every poacher speaks, because I've seen some that do greed, but I think that's why my guy and I connect so well, is because he's not an asshole.
Mm-hmm. He's genuinely doing it for survival.
Again, crime pays.
Yeah. B. Hannon had a question. Well, JoPro said that you would make a hell of an undercover cop or a spy, or are you already?
Yeah. That's a great question. I have always wanted to be a cop.
Really?
Like,
that's a shock to me.
Weird. No, fuck cops. Yeah.
That surprises me. It does.
Yeah. I want to go undercover. I want to like learn and infiltrate information, you know, like work for the government. I'm really good at it. Look at me. I'm 5'7". I'm very small frame. Listen to my nasally voice. Like, don't think I'm nasally because I'm sick. I'm just a dweeb. But I know I'm likable, and I know how to narrate my path and to not like manipulate, but just like to gain trust in these criminals. Just recently, I met someone who is, whatever. We haven't made the deal yet, so
it's live. If that's what you're asking, we are live. So
yeah, I met somebody who is a coyote who works for the Mexican drug cartel, and he was going to show me how he sneaks Mexicans and El Salvadorans over into USA. And I was going to follow him and do a story on him. And boom, just like that.
That's fucking wild.
Like, yeah,
dude.
I will show you how I do this. And it's just because I pose no threat. Like I had a poacher once. He was calling his friends, like so his other poacher friends. He's like, my man, you got to meet this guy. This guy is telling jokes. We're smoking. He's doing magic. And the guy, I'm pretty sure he said, what if he's a cop? Because my guy goes, trust me, I don't know who he is, but he's not a cop. And I just like, that was day one. Wow. And I'm like, oh, I'm good at this.
You're like, I'm going.
Yeah. And now that was 2017. It's now 2024. Now he's checking on my health.
Well, so a couple questions from the chat, and then I want to pick up from that spot. Okay. B. Hannon said, just curious, how much does a rhino tusk go for?
Not telling you. It doesn't fucking matter, because these rhino horns, these elephant tusks, these pangolin scales, they're priceless. It belongs to the animal. Don't worry about the price and the value, because whenever we talk about it, that means you're placing a price on these animals. So let's just say they're priceless. Let's not worry about how much they're valued, because it's none of your business. And I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, it's not our business. It belongs to that animal. We shouldn't be exploiting animals.
Yep. JoPro said backwood poaching with the poor folks in the woods out here is a thing. JoPro in the chat, he's our guy. He lives in a lean-to. I shit you not. He doesn't live in a house. He lives in the woods. He's a return to nature kind of guy. He lives like you would probably live. He was like, fuck all this. I don't need a bunch of shit. I'm just going to go live off the grid and just live simple. That's what he does. So, but yeah, he's like, they're just people trying to feed their families.
But not only that, but like that you say, like, an American citizen also being a poacher to rhinos and elephants. On the side of the Seeker group, I did this giant mural of a dead elephant with its tusk torn off. And as a joke, I wrote, you need an elephant's tusk like I need an asshole on my elbow, which is that quote from that one movie that I think it's Spun. I just thought it was like, that's a funny quote. I'm going to stick that on there, but related to animal conservation.
No.
And someone in the comments that I posted and someone saw the flyer, they're like, yeah, because poaching is such a high rate occupation here in the United States. Well, if you're watching, whomever, I'm not going to say their name, but the poaching industry is actually huge in the United States, and a lot of those products do end up coming to the United States. In Commerce City, Colorado, there's a warehouse that I've actually been in. It looks like Walmart of just rhino horns, a huge bin of just pangolin scales, just shelves and shelves of taxiderm tiger heads, lion heads, snakes, sea turtles. It's disgusting. It will give you PTSD, which I've actually given myself PTSD going undercover in these markets in South Africa, like looking at all these bones. And I was actually on a radio show last week talking about how, I've actually given myself PTSD. I'll see a pile of like white PVC pipes and I'll just like, ugh. And I'm just like, oh, it's just like, I'll just see flashes of just dead wildlife.
Damn.
And
that's wild, dude.
It is. It's true. There'll be moments where I'll be with my professor in South Africa and she'll be like, you seem really excited today. I'm like, yeah, today was great. Like I got a lot of information. This is fucking wild. Like these people are just like selling these animals. I just like these pangolins are everywhere. And then after about a year or two, my energy just declines.
It becomes routine almost.
Routine. And one day I went into the office and she's like, you saw something out there, did you? And I was like, I think I've seen too much.
Yeah.
This is like mentally getting to me. And this is why I want to write a book about my relationship with this black market, because I will say, and I'm really proud of myself for this, because everything that I've been talking about is going to be a movie, making a documentary of it, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some journalists, I believe they're from Sweden, these Swedish journalists who knocked on the door of this kingpin's house over in Mozambique. You can't just knock on a kingpin's house and expect questions to be answered and be like, all right, how do you do that? They got their asses beat. They were kidnapped.
That's like going into Medellin and going up to the cartel drug lord's house and being like, tick, 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 tick. Hi, are you guys going to keep trafficking? What? Get the you don't do that. That's
Yeah. And so they ended up getting freed, but a lot of pain went and got involved in that.
Yeah.
And so I saw that and I was like, I can do that. I bet I can be the one that can do that. And so I started working on achieving that goal. I actually did my research. I drove towards Lesotho, which is a country inside of South Africa, like an island. And I drove down there, found a news reporter, only to drive 7 hours north to a small village where rhino poachers are. And then you don't just have a sign go.
Rhino poachers are right here.
Yeah.
Find them.
So like,
rhino poachers next right.
So you have to walk backwards. And so by navigating backwards, I'm like, okay, who do poachers hang out with? Boom, go for it.
I don't know.
Other criminals.
Okay.
Other criminals.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I started buying drugs, getting to know who's selling weed, who's doing this, and then also muti, traditional black magic. They want to, whenever they're off in the bush, they'll buy a hyena tail, and they will wave it around a campsite, and they'll like sage, fucking sage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Big, perfect example. And they'll waft their hyena tail, and they'll say, okay, now the anti-poachers sleep. They will not find us. We go do our stuff. And then they'll do some more traditional magic, as they call muti. And they'll go, okay, now if they come, I will turn into anything that I'm standing next to if I think about it. And they'll go, okay, if they come by, I will be a bush. I will be a rock. I will be another antelope. And I'm like, or they just didn't fucking see you, but that's the way they yeah. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just there to just hear their story. Here's my soapbox for you. Stand on top of it. Fucking talk. I will tell your story and allow you to be heard. They love it. Poachers are now coming to me.
That's
They're
wild,
like,
dude.
I want to be saved. I want a story. I've got something. Because let me tell you one thing. Fuck white people. And they will say that. And they'll go, and here's why. And then I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. So do they know that? Do they know what you're doing, or are you still undercover?
I give them I'm always undercover.
Okay.
Because I can't just hang out with these poachers in the middle of the day, like in a grocery store.
No, but I'm saying, do they know you're collecting the information, or like?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't know if you're like, hey guys, I'm a poacher too, right? Like,
no. I do have ethics that I have to align with. That I have an ethics advisor, which over at Wits University. Like, can I do this? Can I do that? Yes, no, don't. Okay. Can I go with them on this? No. What if I hear about this? Yes. And so there's definitely a guideline that I follow that helps protect them and their identity, and protects me from crossing the line of
going out and poaching and doing something illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to fucking know where you did it. I don't know where you did it. But I want to know how you did it. I want to know why you did it. I want to know those answers. Yeah. Here's a mask. Put it on. Let's talk. Gotcha. Here, let's stand in front of this sunlight window and let the backlight so you're all silhouette. All right, let's go. See? And I turned the monitor around so they could see it. They go, they can't see me. I'm like, yeah, good. Like, we're not going to film you. So then they're just like, okay, here's what I do.
Chopro said, fun fact, if Jacob is captured, he's immune to torture. He's done it to himself.
Thank you. I got in a fist fight with this guy, and I ended up winning. And somebody goes, why the fuck are you trying to fight Jacob? What are you going to do that he hasn't done to himself? And I was like, you said that to him? And he goes, funny. Yeah. I was like, dude, thank you. That deserves a handshake.
Steven the Weather Guy has a question for you. Do the poachers have any conservation practices? In other words, do they stagger their hunting to avoid depleting the entire population?
They don't understand. Yeah, that's a great question, because I know it. Barry knows it. You also know that in your head. If you keep hunting, the thing is, they're poachers. These guys are bushmen. And if you want to have a great anti-poacher, hire an ex-poacher, because those are the ones that are going to know how to find a rhino, where to go, what time of the day. If a rhino shits, that's where they're going to come back and shit back there again. So think of this pile of shit where other rhino shit piles are. That is where they communicate with each other. Oh, okay, Barry's been here. Oh, okay. Ooh, we got this person here. This is a new shit. I'm gonna see who's in our territory. Oh, wow. So rhinos are always gonna constantly go back to this communal pile of rhino shit. And so now the rhino poacher, all they have to do is just wait.
Find a big pile of rhino shit and hang out. Wow.
Yeah. And so getting sidetracked. What was I saying? What was your question? What was the question?
Oh, I was just saying that, because it would be weird.
Conservation. Yeah. So they know how to always find a rhino. Whenever you and I are on a game drive, by the way, rookie mistake, don't call them safaris. Locals, they're game drives. They will laugh. Oh, yeah, that's like going to Australia and order a Foster's, like, fucking rookie. So yeah, we go to game drive and we're only allowed to go on the road. We're not allowed to leave the car and go off in the bush. Poacher, they have no rules. Right. So they're going to go off in the bush, which gives them a better opportunity to see more range and find a rhino. So they're always finding rhinos. So in their head, they're thinking, oh, there's always a rhino. They're not going to go extinct. I'm like, my man, actually, they really are. You better slow down. He goes, there's a rhino for me to kill, and there's more rhino for you to see. Another rhino for me to kill, for more rhino for you to see. Don't worry about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, these rhino poachers are just like one time.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Jacob, on the one hand, they're telling you they can't read and they're uneducated. So you kind of get it. Like,
I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe and it's the thing, it's just kind of like in politics, you got like these conservative, like QAnon idiots, like these flat earther type people, conspiracists. It's just like whoever's leading this whole fucking charade thing, like they'd rather have people to know rather than think. Just here's the information. Just put it in your head. Knowledge, this. They don't, and that's the thing. They don't want you to think and use your head. And I'm just like, well, I can't question it because they're not gonna like comprehend the way that I do. We're two different. We're definitely from the same. We're from two different cloths here, and so it's kind of hard to have that conversation about conservation. I don't eat meat. I don't eat cheese or egg or dairy. And so they know that I'm a big animal fan. Mm-hmm. And so they understand that I love the rhino. And that was one thing that I was going to not hide. Again, I just got to be myself. Just like my poacher said, you're vulnerable. You're fucking naked. You're showing you everything. Like, one thing, I do not lie. I can't lie. I'm just a horrible liar.
You're great undercover, but you're a horrible liar. That is.
Well, because I'm undercover because I'm myself. And if I be myself, there's no time for me to hiccup and fuck up. Opposed to, like, I say a lie. Hey, but last week you said fuck. So I stick to the story and I always just provide them the truth. And I'm consistent, even when I'm high. Like, and if I'm telling someone a story, like I remember I was at the secret group and I'm telling this bullshit story. It's like, you're a fucking liar. And then someone goes, actually, he's pretty consistent. I heard him tell that story like 3 other times. Something happened in the bathroom or whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, like, no, he was consistent. Yeah, it's just be yourself, because the moment that you do hiccup, you're going to fuck up.
Well, look, dude, this was, God, we got to do a part 2 to this. We've got to get you back. Oh, Poor Marine, thank you for the 1,000 bits, brother. Poor Marine always shows up in the,
What's that mean?
He's like, what does that mean? Oh, bro, it's a way for them to kind of like tip the show and just kind of support the show.
That's so kind.
That's very kind of. I put your Instagram in the chat. I put your Instagram in the chat. Mark G, one of the viewers said, "Hey, I got to leave, but I'm definitely following Jacob on socials because this was a great interview and it's fascinating. Peace and love." So I got to wrap, but dude, we got to bring you back. We didn't even scratch the surface of this.
We didn't.
That hour fucking flew by, dude.
So can I tell you one thing?
Absolutely.
So, for International Day of Biodiversity and Conservation is on May 22nd, and I will be performing at the Comedy Store with Aparna Nantralella, Moses Storm, Joel Jimenez, Lulu Jovovich, Logan Gunselman. She is an upcoming paid regular at the Comedy Store. Al Bamani, all money to that show at the Comedy Store will be at, we go into the African Penguin Working Group. Then I fly back home to Comic Palooza at the George R. Brown on the 24th. I'll be doing a panel talking about exactly what we've been talking about. Yep. But also the following day on that Saturday, I'll be having house party comedy in the Grand Ballroom with Barry Laminack, Andy Huggins, Tess Borgel, Trey Tutson, and one of my all-time favorite comics of Houston, Mason James. Yep. Thank you. Please come and support. And all the donations from that will also be going to African Penguin Working Group.
Yeah, if you're going to Comic Palooza, come out. We're doing a show that Saturday. It starts at 6. I think I'm going first because I've got Hop Scholar that night. It's May 25th.
750 chairs, so please come fill them up.
Yes, please come fill it up. Here is the link. Is this the one to the... Yep, here it is. All right, I'm going to put this in the chat. If you happen to be watching somewhere near the LA area, there's the link to the, that didn't work. What the fuck? Okay, that was too long for YouTube, but it's in the Twitch chat. So there's the link to the flyer for the Comedy Store. Go check it out. Homie, this was so fantastic. We definitely have to do this again,
man. Put a little bookmark in here, and next time we do this again,
pick it up where we left off.
Conversation with how I found Bigfoot and found his footprint.
Oh, fuck yes. Because I wanted to, dude, I had so many things. But these hours fly by, dude.
I know.
But I wanted to, you have so much badass memorabilia in your house that I wanted to talk about. And
that's what I love about house party comedy. It's a fucking museum. It's, you know, you come into this place, you're like, what the, this is a house? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fantastic. So, and we didn't talk about your Nirvana documentary. We had a ton of stuff to get to, but this was fantastic, Jacob. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Barry, I really appreciate everybody listening. Thank you for the questions. Really, I greatly appreciate you because without me learning my education and spreading the awareness, without you guys, makes my job moot. So thank you.
So much fun, dude. Thanks for doing it. Y'all go follow Jacob on the socials. I put one more time, I'm gonna put the Instagram in there, and then you can find the rest through that. Joe Pro, thank you for the 303 bits, man. Hey, Jacob, I appreciate you, buddy. Take care, and I will see you May 25th.
Yeah, thank you. Wow.
Yes, sir. All right, that's Jacobe Calle. Give him a follow. That is a fantastic and fucking interesting dude, man. Go give him a follow on social media and check out all of the amazing projects he does. Totally worth it. And that is another edition of Barry on Deck. So much fun, man. These shows fly by, I'm telling you, man, especially when we have guests on, because they're all so interesting to me. Hey, what's up, Port Marine? I appreciate you, buddy. Sad day about LSU. What happened to LSU? What? Port Marine, thank you for the 400 bits, buddy. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend. Thank you, Donna. Love you, Boo-Boo. Joe Pro, we'll get him on the patio when he's in town. Yeah, I should. Oh, my God. 3 hours would be fantastic. Thank you, CC. Love you, Boo-Boo. Poor Marie said, bro, I never learned my educational awareness. Thank you, Uriel. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, Baton Rouge has been divided. Oh, shit. That sucks. Spoon, I just caught the last bit of his interview, checking him out more. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm telling y'all, man, Jacob is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Yeah, go give Jacob a follow, and I will make sure, I promise you, I'll get him back so we can pick up the conversation wherever he left off, because trust me, we've only scratched the surface to what Jacob is just to talk about and the layers of what this guy is about. He's super interesting and just the nicest guy. I love Jacob, man. He's so cool. So, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. We didn't even get to talk NBA. I didn't even get to talk about the dismantling of the Spicy Nugs out in Denver. Watch out for these T-Wolves, man. But we will pick that up tomorrow along with more. Until then, do me 3 favors, everybody. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Who we raiding? We got anybody to raid on Twitch? Let's see, who can we raid? My boy Bash is online. Y'all want to raid Bash? Let's go say what's up to Bash. Let's give Bash a raid. I love me some Bash, man. Let's go. He's playing. Looks like he's playing some NBA 2K on a weird ass looking court. Let's go show Bash some love. I love me some Bash. Let's do it. Say hi to Bash. Be cool with Bash. All right. There we go. Y'all say what's up. Show him some love. And yeah, no way you will believe this, but AJ. Oh, AI, Biden, and Trump are still going on. Oh my God, poor Marine. I didn't even get to talk about that. That is, you got to remind me to talk about that tomorrow. That AI, Biden, and Trump was hilarious. We got to do that tomorrow. Enjoy the raid, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And he's making a YouTube video.